Hello. My name is Ash, and I'm the owner of Magic Touch Botanica. If you are new here, welcome. I make products, magical products. I teach classes, host community sessions, and offer services, all things related to spirituality and healing. So, for my YouTube channel, I do pick a cards for the month, for the new moon, for the full moon. I sometimes do mini classes that I post on YouTube, whatever I feel is the vibe, whatever I feel like my followers on Instagram want and need, I will do it. So feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe. So, June 2021. I've been trying to get into the astrology and find the transits for us this month, but the the energy of this month is not so much that it's overwhelming, it's like almost disorienting. Like, we're in eclipse season, which brings a lot of like chaotic type of energy, but it's really like, depending on how you want to channel this energy can be very like life shifting. You can take it to really change things and shift things in your life. It's also just strong. Like, again, it just feels disorienting. So I'm not going to get too deep into the astrology because I already made a video about Saturn retrograde, which is already posted on my YouTube channel. I'm going to make a video about Pluto retrograde. Both Saturn and Pluto retrogrades is lasting until October. We are currently in Mercury retrograde, which we already know is all about reflection, all about slowing down, and taking time with everything. And then Jupiter is in Pisces, which I will also make a video about and talk about. But that's the thing that's happening for June. Like, it is kind of this strong, kind of disorienting energy. It is this energy forcing you to reflect on things. It is this energy forcing you to let go of things. It is this energy of like blockages being rapidly removed from your life, which is all good things. It really depends on where you're at in your journey and how you see things. If you're watching this video, I think I said this on my Patreon because someone was like, oh, sometimes there could be a little bit of fear mongering about like who's doing good and who's not. But if you're watching this video, you're clearly on the right path. You're clearly invested in your journey. And so this is going to be a good time for you. Just maybe a little bit disorienting, like it has been for me. Like, I had to look at the calendar and be like, what fucking day of the week it is? Oh my God, it's the 8th and I still haven't done this video. Everything in divine timing though. So I was meant to do this video today. The other thing that's happening this month, at least this week, is that on Thursday is the solar lunar eclipse happening in Gemini. I am hosting a art envisioning session for my Patreon members. If you are interested in being a part of my sessions and classes that I host every new and full moon, please join my Patreon. Tiers begin at $1. You get to set your tier. You get to set what you want to have as your monthly payment, and that will place you in a tier. The first tier is $1 to $5, the second tier is $10, and the third tier is $25. For the first tier, you get access to monthly tarot scopes, monthly blog posts, and exclusive community sessions that I host over Zoom. For the second tier, you get access to everything in the first tier plus the classes that I host in Zoom. And then the third tier, which I feel like is the best tier, and I'm only having it available for 25 people, which includes everything plus a monthly short reading. So this reading can be anything that you want for the month. I've had people ask me about their career. I have people ask me about their relationship. Anything that you want. If you join that last tier, you will get that exclusive reading. So again, that last tier is only for 25 people. If you're interested in it, I would go ahead and get that tier right now. But yeah, I love the Patreon space that I've created. I'm really trying to dedicate more time for Patreon and my YouTube channel. YouTube being the place where people can get free information, and Patreon being a place where people can get more information for a short price. So if you're interested in that, go follow me on Instagram, go subscribe to this channel, and also go join my Patreon if you feel pulled towards, if you feel like the message I'm giving you is resonating with you. So now to this reading, June 2021. I'm really focusing on this pick a card. Every month I do this, is just seeing what is the general message for you, what is the message around your finances, and what is the general message around love. I think last month I did like singles and relationships, but I'm really just going to do a general message about love, just to kind of keep it neutral, because single and relationship, like, that can look like so many different things. So I'm just going to keep it neutral and see whatever message comes through. So go to the timestamp below to go to the pick-up piles, and then click the pile that you felt drawn to. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me. And please leave a comment. Your comments help motivate me, help inspire me. So if something resonates with you, if you love the content that I'm creating, please comment, please like. That helps motivate me. That helps me feel like, okay, I'm doing this for a reason, and like, people are listening and people are liking this. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Welcome to the pick a card / pick a pile portion of this video. As always, I want you to clear your mind, ground yourself, and see which pile you feel the most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, I invite you to go watch that pile as well. I'm channeling for a large group of people. So if there's a message that you feel like does not resonate with you, you do not have to claim it. Use pick a pile, pick a card readings as affirmations, as confirmation. They're always going to give you information that you already knew inside you. So for this video, I have 4 piles. The first one has Tiger's Eye, the second one Amethyst, the third one Green, Aventurine, and then the fourth one Sodalite. So listen to the music and just relax. Once you feel like you are sure about which pile is calling to you, you can go to the description box and click the timestamp that matches your pile. Again, thank you so much for watching this, and let me know in the comments if it resonated and if it gave you the information you were looking for. Hey pile 1, welcome to your pick a pile. You picked Tiger's Eye. So let's get into your tarot cards. The tarot cards are really just going to give me the general view of what's going on for you this June. So for June, you have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is all about carrying too much. Like, you're carrying other people's emotions. It's just weighing down on you. And then you have the 2 of Wands, which is like looking out into the world, reflecting. The energy I'm really getting for y'all is this reflecting and looking into the past. And then the Tower in reverse. What I'm really seeing for you, pile 1, is that this month, I keep hearing like the retrograde, you're carrying a lot of other people's emotions, as well as yourself, but from the past, like emotions from the past. And then with the 2 of Wands, it's telling me that with the Tower card coming right after it, it's time for you to let that go. It's time for you to almost cut away from the past, cut away from the pain and the things that have happened in the past. Because even with the man looking at the world, it's like saying, okay, you've spent too much time, too much energy, because the 10 of Wands, I'm also feeling like a lot of energy, spent too much energy on focusing on the past, on focusing on what happened in the past. And now with June, after the Mercury retrograde, what I'm feeling for you, Pile 1, is that you're going to be forced to now look at the world that you have in your hand and all the opportunities that are available for you and all the new experiences that are available for you. I'm also feeling travel for you too. So maybe after Mercury retrograde, you should think about traveling, think about visiting somewhere new. With the Tower card in reverse, it's more so like this energy is not as painful, is what I'm feeling for you, Pile 1. But that it's almost like, again, it's just coming back to like this clearing away these memories of the past so that there's new space, there's room for you to make new memories in the future. There's room for you to make new memories even in the present. So first of all, group 1, the tarot deck that I'm using is this one. It's the original artwork, but it's just vintage. And now I'm going to jump into your finances for June. Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Hotland. And this is an oracle deck that uses different imagery, but it coincides with the tarot deck. So I say it's like a more modern tarot deck. So I'm going to pull cards for your finances. Let's see what's going on financially for you, Pile 1. Spirit is drawing me back even right now as I'm shuffling. Spirit is drawing me back to this revisiting, and also stating boundaries at your job. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, I'm feeling like some of you are kind of bored at your job. Because I was feeling with, just looking at the tarot cards in relation to your finances, I'm also feeling like y'all are ready to revamp that. Let that go. Maybe you've been at your job for a long time and you're kind of feel like, oh, why am I going to leave? I've been here for like 5 years. I've been here for 3 years. Why am I going to switch it up? And for some of you, it's switching up your career, like literally doing a 360 with the Tower card. For others, it's looking at a different position in the company, in the school, wherever it is that you work at, but needing to take that jump. Because I'm also feeling with this boredom, it's messing up your root chakra, your root energy center. Y'all are not feeling secure. That's what's causing some of this confusion, this looking into the past, not feeling like you don't know what direction to take next. Some of y'all have been feeling that. And the discontent and boredom at work, the discontent and boredom, even in the ways that you're getting money, if you're an artist or freelance person, that discontent is messing up your root, which is then messing up your balance and your energy, period. And that's why with June, you are getting this Tower moment of like needing to clear out shit from within, needing to clear out, like what I'm seeing is like a detox, but you don't necessarily need to do a detox. If you feel like Spirit has been telling you to do a detox, then go ahead and do it, because it's probably going to clear out some emotional stuff for you. But that's the image that I keep getting, is like drinking something and it like clearing out everything. So also for this pile, drink lots of water. Let the water cleanse you and remove, like, especially if you've been feeling really confused and really disoriented with this energy, like I said in the beginning of the video, definitely drink water so that it could clear out any gunk. Definitely take baths, limpias, so that it could clear out any of the baggage that you're carrying from other people. Yeah, because that's what I'm seeing with your finances, is just there is this shift that needs to happen there for you to feel more at home and for you to feel happier. So that's the message for y'all. Definitely think about what it is that is causing you to feel boredom, and start making those changes. This month, I wouldn't say it's about action for y'all, but just planning out what are these shifts you have to take in order for you to feel more secure, in order for you to feel more at home. Okay, so let's pull cards about your love. And like I said in the beginning, I'm just going to do like a very general love reading because I realize relationships can look so different. And I think that sometimes like people don't know where to place themselves. Again, the deck I'm using is the Melanin and Romance deck created by Queen Sugar. I bought this from Etsy. It's a really beautiful deck. So let's see what is in store for you in terms of love. What is it that you need to think about in terms of love for this month? All right, so group 1. Looking at the cards, it feels like y'all, the minute that I saw endings and beginnings, Spirit was just like, yeah, they need to change up and let go of any kind of ideas you have about what relationships look like. Wow, which is just makes sense as to why Spirit was like, keep the love reading general this time around. And I think it's because of you guys. Like, y'all need to shift how you see relationships. Maybe you're in a relationship and you don't want to let them go. Like, you don't feel like what the answer is to move on away from this person, but maybe it means that your relationship needs to shift. Maybe it means that you look up what other relationships can look like, what your relationship can look like. Maybe it means exploring open relationships with this deep desire and passion card. But I definitely feel like as a collective in Power One, y'all are missing passion in your life. Y'all are missing that intimacy and connection in your life, whether you're in a relationship or not. And Spirit is saying that for this month, that has to end. And that ending can look whatever it is that it needs to look like for y'all. And y'all need to start experiencing and expressing yourself through this passion and intimacy is what I'm seeing. And intimacy, like this deepest desire is like sex. But it doesn't have to be sex, because not everybody, there's people that are asexual. Not everybody wants to have sex. Not everybody feels like sex is what they need or want or how they express intimacy. But what I'm feeling is like, figure out what intimacy looks like for you, whether that's touch, whether that's vulnerability, whether that's sharing to someone that you love them, that you have affection for them. Figure out what it means to you and focus on that in terms of love. If you're somebody that's single and has been looking for love, you need to define what the love is that you're looking for, what the relationship is that you're looking for. You need to define it clearly and keep defining it and keep visualizing it in order for it to be invited into your life. If you're in a relationship, y'all need to figure out what relationships mean to you. You need to figure out what it is that you want out of this, what it is that you're looking for out of this relationship. Maybe your wants and needs have shifted and you need to communicate that. If you've been missing passion, you need to communicate that. It just feels like for this pile, it's really much like communicating and shifting things and letting go of things and seeing things different, so that you can get this passion and your deepest desire met. So thank you, Power One, for reading. Thank you, Power One, for watching this pick a card video. If it resonates, please comment below. You don't have to tell me the details of your life, but your comments do motivate me and keep me going and make me feel like, okay, this is something that's important and that I should continue doing. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting, and have a beautiful, happy June. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. Welcome to your pick a card reading for June 2021. So you guys picked this Amethyst point. And these tarot cards are just going to be the general reading for you and what June is bringing to you. The deck that I'm using is this tarot deck. It is the original artwork, the original tarot deck that everybody used, but it has a kind of antique look to it, vintage look to it. So I really like this deck. I use this deck all the time. So let's get into your cards. You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Seeing all these cards in reverse is really telling me that your money is going to be slowing down for this month. It doesn't necessarily mean that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go broke or anything like that, but it does feel like a slowness in money, a slowness in ideas, especially with the Page of Pentacles. I'm feeling with the Page of Pentacles almost like this month, what's going to come true for you is that when you are kind of lots of days ago or like just not fully committed to your projects, it slows down, which we already know. But I think that it's almost like that's the lesson in here for you. It's for this month. You need to be fully committed to the projects that you have. You need to be fully committed to yourself, because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, what I'm feeling is also like kind of move away from partnering with people or working with other people, because that's also going to slow you down. And then with the seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's just all slowness. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse means that you're not going to see the fruits from your labor. But the real main message for you is, I think that maybe for some people in this pile, y'all rely on always having a partner or always having somebody work with you or help you or do a project together. And Spirit is like, no, actually, we want you to do things on your own. We want you to see that you have the will, that you have the ideas, that you have the brilliance to do things on your own. You don't always need someone, or you don't always need like a partner to do things with. That's what I've really been seeing for y'all. But definitely there is a slowness of money. There is a reflecting on what are the ways that you aren't committed. How can you recommit yourself? Or if you've been struggling with consistency and commitment, how can you figure out a structure so that things go a lot smoother, so that your money can keep flowing? So that's what I'm seeing for y'all in June. It's just this intentional slow down. So I know we already talked about money, but I'm going to pull cards for y'all anyways. So I'm pulling from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And with this deck, I'm just pulling cards to see what is going on with your finances. I already know it's slowing down. A part of it is trusting yourself. A part of it is trusting in your own abilities. I'm feeling for some of you. The other thing too I'm hearing is like, you gotta go get it, is what I'm hearing. This energy of like, you gotta go get it. Like, you can't depend on somebody else to go get it for you. You can't depend on somebody else to do the work for you. You have to trust that you can do the work. So let's see what your oracle cards are. So for your oracle deck, you have financial and material changes, spiritual union, and sacral chakra. And sacral is all about passion and commitment. I mean, it's not so much commitment, but it's like that motivation, that will to do things, that will to live, that will to pursue your desires, pursue what makes you feel alive. With spiritual union, that's also making me think of just what I said about how like you kind of have to start getting used to trusting in yourself and trusting that you have the ability, you have the tools, you have the skills to do things on your own. And then with financial material changes, it's just that things are going to change materially, which I feel like really validates what I said about how your money is going to be slowing down. I'm trying to channel and see if there's any more messages in regards to your money or anything else Spirit wants you to know. It just feels like a slow month for y'all. Nothing too crazy happening. Just feels slow. So let's jump into your love cards for this month. Now, like I said in the beginning, I'm channeling just kind of a general message. I might still say singles and couples, but it's really just a general message. So just take whatever comes out. I'm going to be using the Melanin and Romance card created by Queen Sugar. This deck, you can purchase it on Etsy. Now let's see, what is the love message for group 2? Yeah, what I'm hearing is like a continuous slowdown. Like there isn't, I don't feel like there's a lot that's going to be happening for y'all, even in regards to love. Maybe a time of reflection. Yeah, it's definitely a time of reflection for you this month, Pile 2. You have transformation, dreams, and focus. And really what I'm hearing is like maybe love is not the highlight for you this month, but really it's healing and changing things up and focusing on that desire, focusing on what makes you feel alive. And in relation to love, I also wonder if this means to figure out what about romance, what about love makes you feel excited, and how is that missing in your present relationship, in your present identity and feelings around relationships and love. I'm also hearing that like Spirit is also saying like this isn't just about romantic love, but also the love you share with your family and your friends. I think all those pieces are transforming for you. And I actually said this with Power 1 too, of like, and maybe this is just the general energy for June when it comes to love. It's kind of redefining what intimacy and love looks like. And I think that a lot of that is going to be in question for you this month, whether that has to do with projects, job, love. It just feels like a lot of that is being shifted and you're being given a new perspective. And Spirit is like, if you feel that confusion, just hold on. Like, just hold on for the ride, because there is things happening astrologically that is causing us to reflect, causing us to kind of like slow down and stop. And Spirit is saying, just like hold on until the end of June. Integrate the lessons that are going to come through. Integrate the messages that are going to come through, because in the chaos is when you're going to see, it's like, yeah, like what Spirit is saying right now is like in the chaos is where you're going to see your clarity. So if things get chaotic, just focus in and be present in the chaos to then see, yeah, like that's where you're going to get clarity. So Pile 2, things might feel really disorienting. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I was like, June feels disorienting. I feel disoriented. Just ride the wave. I'm being shown like a roller coaster, which I'm like, usually when I see a roller coaster, it's like roller coaster of emotions. And maybe that's what it is, you know, that maybe y'all are feeling this roller coaster ride of emotions. And they're just saying, just ride it. Just ride it. Just lean back and let, you know, like, okay, what they're showing me now is like, you know, when you go on a roller coaster, there's two types of people. So I hate roller coasters. I'm not with it. But a really close friend of mine loves roller coasters, and the way that they use roller coasters is to release any pent-up energy, to release any pent-up emotions. And like me, I can't get myself to a place where I'm like calm and able to like enjoy the roller coaster as this moment of me releasing emotions and fear. Like, no, I can't do that. But they're really good at doing that. So maybe that's also the message for y'all. It's like, try to channel that energy of like, yes, there's so much chaos there, you're gonna find clarity in it, but try not to get too wrapped up on all the distractions and everything that's going on. Try to just ride it and take in any little piece of gems you find, any gem and any revelations that come through. Just hold on to that. By the end of June, you will feel better. So the end of June, the roller coaster ends, okay? So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please subscribe, please comment, let me know if this message hit, let me know if it didn't. Whatever it is that you want to let me know, feel free to comment. Your messages help me feel motivated, and are the driving force to why I keep showing up. So thank you so much and have a beautiful month. Hey Pile 3, welcome to your pick a card reading for June 2021. You guys pick the green Aventurine. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Aventurine. And then for your tarot cards, this is going to be like the general reading, the general energy of June for this month for you. So you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit card in reverse. And what I'm really feeling with this Ace of Cups strongly is y'all are tired. Y'all are really tired. And with this Knight of Cups, this tired, and with the Hermit too, this tiredness is causing you to kind of be like a little bit harsh with your words. Harsh with your words, but it's also like the other thing I'm feeling with this Ace of Cups is like you're so tired because you've also been, I keep seeing this image of like filling other people's cups too much, but also that maybe you're empathic and you feel everybody's emotions, and you also naturally give really good advice. So people come to you, and with this Mercury retrograde, people are coming to you like more than ever before, and you've been giving all your energy to everybody else. Then now you're like tired and you're no longer sugarcoating anything. You're no longer, it's like empathy to the max, to the point that it's like what I keep seeing is like so much empathy, using so much of your empathic powers that you can't take it anymore. So then it causes you to kind of like lash out on people, or just be really blunt in a way that not everybody enjoys or needs at that moment. I'm also seeing that even in relation to work, like you may feel like you may be so tired that you're just trying to finish things really quickly that you don't double check things. I'm also like, that's Mercury retrograde, guys. But really needing to slow down. The other thing, which is interesting enough, is that I think with the Hermit card like the Hermit card upright is that isolating, like you need to go isolate it. You need to go isolate and be by yourself. But with the Hermit card in reverse, it's actually the opposite of like you need to go have fun. Like you need to go socialize, you need to step away from work, you need to step away from other people's drama, and you need to go have fun, but be in community with people. That can be, depending on how safe you feel, how comfortable you feel. That could be meeting up with friends. That could be you going to see family. That could be you joining a workshop or something. But you needing to be in some sort of space where you're not alone, because I think that naturally you isolate yourself when you feel overwhelmed. And Spirit is saying that at this moment, that's not going to serve you, and that's not actually what you need. And maybe also with this Hermit card in reverse, what you need to do is to tell these friends that keep like drowning you with their shit, or like you keep extending your energy to, you need to tell them like, hey, can you please pour back into me? Can you check in on me? Can you take care of me? And see what they say. If people don't have the capacity to show up for you, like, because I'm also hearing Spirit be like, this person may not have that big of a, like, someone in this group may not have that many friends or have that many community members they can reach out to. And they're saying that if that's you, then that means that it's time for you to go meet new people. It's time for you to reach out to new people, get to know new people. But I feel like the time this month is for you to explore. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm feeling for y'all. Definitely this energy of like you're tired, and like you're actually someone that gets recharged being around other people versus isolating yourself. So the deck I use, by the way, for my tarot, this tarot deck is the original tarot deck, but it has vintage, like it looks vintage, and kind of like worn out, and I kind of like that look. So if you really like the tarot deck, this is the tarot deck I got. I'll link it in the description box. Now for your money, for your finances for this month, I'm using this Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And let's see what Spirit has to say about your finances this month. I don't read these cards in reverse. Yeah, so what I'm feeling when I'm looking at these cards, especially with the intuition card, is this message of like trust your intuition when you make decisions around your finances this month, but more so it's like just trusting you. Like if someone's trying to pressure you to buy something, or someone's trying to pressure you to commit to something that has to deal with your finances, say like, and you feel like it's a no, say no, is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that like even saying no, like no, I'm not gonna buy this from you, or like no, I'm not gonna, like I'm also what I hear right now is your time is currency. And so even if this doesn't have to do with your finances, but also committing time, saying no to things that you would normally commit time to, really holding on to that this month. For some of you, I'm hearing also like job, if you're being asked to stay past 40 hours this week or one of the weeks this month, and they're not paying you overtime, saying no. And if you don't mind and they are going to pay you overtime, what I'm hearing is like, if they're not going to pay you overtime, don't stay, because your time is money. And if they are going to pay you overtime and you don't mind, then do the overtime. But for some of y'all don't want to do overtime, or y'all not going to get paid overtime, and you're going to have to be strong on your boundaries with your boss, and that's where the obstacles and challenges are going to come in. I'm also hearing that if you're an entrepreneur, you're like your own boss, it's also setting good boundaries with yourself and being like, I'm not going to commit to more than 40 hours this week, or I'm not going to work on the weekend, or I'm not going to work past 5 o'clock, whatever it is. But that's the challenge with y'all with money. Recognition and reward. I think for some of y'all, you're going to be, by the end of the month, you're going to be recognized for some of the work that you do at your job, or you're going to see money come in more freely at the end of the month. With the reward part, that's what I'm feeling with the money. It's like more money is going to come. People are going to recognize the hard work that you put in. I'm also seeing for a lot of you, it's more so you're going to feel proud of yourself. You're going to recognize the work that you've put in. They're saying right now too, like if work gets hard, to ground yourself in the fact that you've done so much and you should be proud of yourself. And also that when you state those boundaries, that is something for you to be proud of too, because I feel like some of y'all are not good with boundaries. And if you are good with boundaries, they're saying if you are good with boundaries, it's also like, be proud of that. Be proud that that's who you are. There's something about like your worth ethic that you should be proud of, or like your work life balance you should be proud of. Something like that like is coming through. I'm also thinking that it has to, the challenge is an obstacle, it's advocating and making sure that you allow fun in your life this month. Like telling the job, like, I'm not working this weekend because I get to have fun. Like, I get to go to the mall, I get to go to the beach, I get to go to the pool, whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm also saying this month that you need to have a very strong, firm boundary around your time and work time. So let's get into your love. I'm going to be using this Melanin and Romance deck by Queen Sugar. You can buy this deck on Etsy. So I'm just pulling cards to get a general reading as to what do you need to hear in regards to your love, whether you're single or in a relationship. The first thing that I heard is someone from your past thinks that they're your soulmate. And Spirit is like, not really. Okay, so a very specific message is coming through. It's like someone from your past thinks that they're your soulmate and they're trying to come through again, or they will try to come through again, or they're thinking about you. And the first thing that Spirit said in regards to that when it was like coming out of my mouth was, they're in the past for a reason. And they're like focused on what's happening right now, which I'm like, okay, but the cards came out this way, and they're like, no, read it that way. I listen to what Spirit tells me to do. So definitely the past is going to be coming through in relationships to love. It could be like that very specific message for someone of like, someone from your past thinks you're soulmates, and Spirit is like, no, they're in the past for a reason. Don't fall for it. Focus on the present. Focus on what you need to do right now and what it is that you want to invite in your life right now. For other people, what I'm seeing too is that maybe you are super fixated on what happened in the past. You think someone in your past was your soulmate, and Spirit is then saying, no, they're in your past for a reason. Let them stay there and focus on what it is you're trying to build now. What it is they said build, and then also like somebody else said experience. I think some of y'all don't want to be in a relationship right now, or shouldn't be in a relationship right now. Spirit is saying like, what I'm seeing right now too is like, you need to focus on building your empire. Like, somebody in this pile can get so fixated on like relationships and wanting love and wanting a relationship, wanting love, wanting that soulmate type of vibe. And Spirit is like, we already created your soulmate. Like, your soulmate reincarnated, your soulmate is chilling, but you need to get, like I'm hearing, you need to get that apartment, you need to get that job, you need to get your stability in check before the soulmate can even enter it, because you won't be able to see it and you won't be able to appreciate them. And we're also doing some work on them too. So yes, that's kind of it. I'm like, do you have anything else to say, Spirit? No. I think even if you're in a relationship, partnership, whatever it is, even if you're already with somebody, I think you're kind of like, Spirit is showing me it's not so much fixating on the person, but fixating on the situation and always worrying that if that situation's going to show up here. And they're saying, let that go. This person is not who that person was. Focus on what you have in the present. Focus on the love that exists right now. Focus on the beauty that's there. And if your current partner reminds you of an ex and you're feeling like, then maybe it is time to move on. That's for somebody too. Okay, that's all pile 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can comment below. Let me know how this message hit. Let me know if it resonated. And of course, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for supporting my work. And I send you so much love. Happy June. Hey, pile 4. So y'all picked the Sodalite as your crystal. So let's get into your tarot cards. Your tarot cards are going to tell me what is the general energy of this month for you. And the deck that I'm using, it's the traditional tarot deck, but this has like a vintage look to the colors, to the deck. I really like the deck for that reason. But I know some people have asked me like what cards I use, so I want to make sure that I show it to you, so when you research it, you know this is what the box looks like. So group 4, you have the King of Swords in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Chariot upright, and the Sun in reverse. And this Sun card like flew out as I was shuffling for your pile. Y'all are being an asshole because the past keeps coming up, and you need to use your willpower to move forward so that you can find that internal peace. Boom. The King of Swords is like, the King of Swords, when it's upright, it is also a really blunt person, like the Queen of Swords. But when it's in reverse, it's almost like you're too blunt. Like you too got that, your tongue is too on fire. Your energy is too, you're burning things. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're burning things down because you're triggered. And the Six of Cups, it's the past coming back up. It's memories coming up, and it's charged and it's painful almost. And the Chariot, it's using your power to move forward, your willpower to move forward. It's really just a moving forward card, like seeing your past, recognizing the way your past makes you feel, and taking that fuel to move forward and release this. And then the Sun card in reverse, it's that joy, it's that hope, it's that faith. And when it's in reverse, sometimes it can be the internal joy and that faith you're getting to, but also it can be like you're so triggered by what has happened in the past, and the past coming up so much that you're not seeing that this is all moving you forward to your peace and to your happiness. So the message for you and for June is you might be really triggered this month if you haven't already been triggered, because I feel like, again, the energy has been like one of a kind with this eclipse season, all the retrogrades, all of that. I feel like the retrogrades have really forced you to remember your past, and we don't want it to trigger and paralyze you and have you be a dick. We want it to fuel you to move forward, to get this peace and happiness. So let's look at your finances. So for your finances, I'm going to use this the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. The other message that I'm hearing right now too, looking at the cards, is just, I wouldn't say be careful, but it's almost like just pay attention to how you react when you're triggered, and be gentle with yourself, because some of y'all might feel guilty about it, but also like you can apologize if you said something you feel like is out of line or you want to take back, is what I'm also hearing. So now for your money. Money is gonna be slow, but money has been slow for everybody, to be honest, because it's retrograde season. Like, when Mercury's in retrograde, money is slow sometimes for people because people are reflecting on things. Also, retrograde, sometimes things can happen where like you get double charged for something, or a bill comes out of nowhere, and it's a lot more money than you expected, those type of things. So if your money is wonky, just wait it out. I mean, if it has already been wonky, just wait it out. If it hasn't yet, but you notice like after listening to this pick a card, like something happens, don't freak out too much. It's all a part of the game, is what I'm hearing. And then like with the waiting game. So if you're a business owner and like you sell things or you offer services and it has been slow, just wait. Don't let it disrupt your motivation, is what I'm hearing. Don't let it shake up kind of like the, I wouldn't say stability, but it's almost like don't let it shake up your foundation, like your emotional foundation. You know, like you're good, you're fine. Um, yeah, and then fulfillment of wishes, I feel like by the end of the month, you're going to start getting those orders back in. Don't freak out too much. Just hold on. Just take deep breaths. Call who you need to call. Argue with who you need to call. Argue with. Just take those extra steps and just know that, like, it's just the energy. It's not you. You're not cursed. You haven't done anything wrong. You're good. For some of you, maybe even like a part of the past coming up has to do with your money. Like some family member asks you for money and you're just being triggered, or like a friend maybe asks you for money and you're just being triggered of like family members or like taking care of your mom or whatever it is. Like that, I feel like a part of the triggeringness that might make you an asshole a little bit could be in relation to money too. Just take deep breaths, hold on, like this energy is gonna pass and everything's gonna go back to what feels normal to you. So now we're gonna get into your love reading. I'm using the Melanin and Romance deck by Queen Sugar. You can buy this deck on Etsy if you're interested in it. I will also link it below in the description box. Let's see what's love looking like for you this month. Ooh, I like these cards. So for some of you, it's definitely like for those who aren't in a relationship, what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling is definitely a time of reflection. Definitely a time of, I think for this pile, y'all are ready to commit. Y'all are ready to like seek out a partnership or seek out the type of relationship that you've been looking for. I also see like spirit is also telling me that for those who are seeking out a relationship, who are looking for a relationship, like when you date, if this person does not give you the energy that they're your partner in crime, what I'm hearing is like they need to be your best friend. That's what I'm hearing. Like they need to be your best friend. Maybe they're your best friend and you don't even know it. But they need to give you that energy of like you want to have fun with this person. Like you want to go on the roller coaster. I'm saying roller coaster because that was what came up in the last pile, but like it's someone that you want to have fun with, not someone that you're going to be fighting with, not someone that you have to convince to do stuff with you, or even someone that's going to push you to have fun, someone that's going to push you out of your box. But definitely what I'm feeling for the people that are looking or trying to get into a relationship or are ready to commit in that way is that this partner that you're seeking has to have that energy and you cannot settle for anything less than that. For those who are in a relationship or who are in a partnerships, whatever that looks like for you, I definitely see y'all taking things to the next level. It's almost like a reflection to then blast off is what I'm seeing. Like what I'm seeing is like a slingshot, like going back, which is the reflection part of like, let's look back at our relationship. Let's see what has worked, what hasn't worked. And by doing that communication and reflection, it's going to sling y'all off. So if things have been really hard for you in your partnership right now, do that reflection piece with your partners. Like figure out what's working, what's not working. By doing that communication work in June, especially June being such a reflective month for a lot of us, doing that work is going to bring out to the next level. And it's gonna make y'all feel like a true partnership of like, yo, this person, these people are really the people I want to spend the rest of my life with, or are really the people I want to spend this part of my life with. So yeah, it is a good month for like reflection and taking you to the next level in regards to what you're looking for this month. I'm asking spirit, like, is somebody gonna find the soulmate? Like, cause it got engagement and partner in crime, and they're like, no, Ash, it's just taking it to the next level. So thank you so much, Pal 4, for watching this video. Thank you so much for trusting me. I send you all my love. And happy June. Happy June. I know that some of it may have been a little heavy, but y'all are gonna have a good month. It's just really slow down, really take in the lessons, take care of yourself, rest so you're not like an asshole to everyone. And just know, like the thing about spirituality and astrology is that a lot of times like these changes, these healing moments are going to happen regardless if you do the work or not, because it's just the energy of the season. So you can intentionally do the work to even propel yourself more forward, or you can just vibe and let spirit show up in the ways that it needs to for you. But y'all are having a transformative month. Just slow down and enjoy the ride. That's kind of what I've been saying for each pile. It's like slow down and enjoy the ride. Next month is gonna be fun. I feel like after the summer solstice, I think it's summer solstice, whatever, after June 21st, I feel like things are gonna be lifted up, and you may feel better, more energized, more motivated, more yourself. So love you. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you in our next pick a card. Bye.